Okay, so soon I am going to start working on more of my regular type of content for this channel, but for a while now, I've wanted to branch out and cover other topics. And that last tier list video I did was pretty easy, so I thought another one would be a good way to branch out into different topics. And one of my main interests is music, especially music from two groups, Sadboys featuring rapper Young Lean and producers Young Sherman and Good, and Drain Gang featuring rapper Bladee, rapper Ecco2k, and rapper Tyboy Digital. I'm sure you've heard of them by now. They've gotten pretty popular recently, these past couple years, and they're both based out in Sweden. They both popularized cloud rap, which is kind of a vaporwavy, dreamy, inspired rap, which is my favorite genre right now. And they're both groups are really close friends, and they work with each other all the time. So it makes sense to cover them together. Also, they work with a ton of different producers, but my favorite one that I wanted to shout out is White Armor, because he's produced some of my favorite stuff by them, and he's definitely my favorite one. But yeah, let's get into it. I didn't make this template. It has everything but singles, so every album from their side project, even 2-song EPs, as long as it's not a single, it's on here. So I'm probably not going to cover everything on this, but I'm going to cover most of the important stuff and stuff I know. So I have this in chronological order for the most part too. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing on here is Gravity Boys compilation by Drain Gang. It's called Gravity Boys because an early name for Drain Gang was Gravity Boys or Gravity Boys Shield Gang. And this is one of 3 collaboration albums they did with all 3 of them on it at once. This is the first thing they ever put out, and it's actually so old that it's never been put onto streaming services. But I think it's an okay album. There's only really 2 songs on it that I remember well and which is Blade City by Bladee and Hold Me Down Like Gravity by Ecco2k. But yeah, it's just okay. The first thing by Young Lean is a really short 3-song EP called Lavender. It has Genshin Strip 2002 on it, which is one of his most popular songs to this day, as well as Oreo Milkshake, which is pretty good, and Grey Goose, which I don't like that much, but it's okay. But it's so short, and honestly, I'm not a super big fan of really early Young Lean like this, because a lot of his lyrics feel kind of nonsensical and he's kind of monotone, and especially because it's so short, I'm going to put it in D tier. It's kind of not fair to cover super short EPs rank them against full-length albums, but I'm going to do it anyway for some of it. And that's the first one he's ever done, so it's pretty important. So yeah, good EP, but really short. Not my favorite. Young Lean's first full-length album is Unknown Death 2002. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not a super big fan of really early Young Lean. The only song that I really like and remember well is Hurt, and that has a really cool music video on YouTube that I recommend you check out. But yeah, it's just okay. I've listened to this all the way through, but Hurt's the only song I can really remember, even though I've listened to it a couple times. I really thought Kyoto was on here, but I guess it's like the Mandela effect. It's not on this album, but I do think he released that as a single around the same time. So the next album here is Glue, which is Blade's first debut solo album, and I love this album. This is the first album on this list where I think everything came together. This new style of cloud rap is starting to work a lot better. And I prefer old Blade a lot more than old Young Lean. I just think he works really well in the old cloud rap style. The intro is good. Safe House, eBay featuring Tyboy Digital and Ecco2k is really good. Shadow Face is really good. Everlasting Flames is really good. Upgrade Enabled is really good. Just a really, really good album. And I like it a lot. The next one on here is Young Lean's second album, Unknown Memory. And this is another really good album that's going into A tier. It's a lot better than Unknown Death. I don't like it as much as Glue, but it's a really, really good album. It has Yoshi City, which is one of Young Lean's most popular songs. Ice Cold Smoke is good. Ghost Town is really good. That actually features Travis Scott, who's a really big, famous mainstream rapper now, but this was before he became famous. And Travis Scott's part on that song is really good too. That's a really good song. I like Lean World a lot. I like Volt a lot. There's a lot of good songs on this. This style is a lot better than Unknown Death, in my opinion. It's really good. So this next one is Tyboy Digital's debut album, Tiger, and this is a really good album. Honestly, I'm gonna put it up into S just because I think I like it more than Glue and Unknown Memory, and this is Tyboy Digital's best album in my opinion. I think his best one is his first one. I do think Tyboy Digital is the worst member of Drain Gang, but that's only because Blade and Ecco2k are so good, not because he's bad. And his other albums mostly aren't bad either, but this is a really good album. Diamonds featuring Young Lean is a really popular song, but all the other songs on here are really good too. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in S. The next one is a weird one because it's another album that was never put on streaming services, and supposedly it came out after Tiger. It's Tyboy Digital's second album, Lord of the Jewels, but it's so much worse than Tiger, and honestly it feels like it's made of older songs that they just never released. And they never put it on streaming services either. So I think that's like Tyboy's worst album. Easily. Though it's not terrible. I still think they should put it on streaming services for the history of it, and I've only listened to it a few times, so it might grow on me, but yeah, Lord of the Jewels I don't really like that much. Tiger's a lot better. His other albums are a lot better. Yeah, I think it feels like it was made around the time of Gravity Boys, especially because it never got on streaming services. But it's still not terrible. So the next one is Warlord by Young Lean. It has both versions, the non-deluxe and deluxe version, but I'm just gonna skip the non-deluxe version and I'm gonna count this as both because I want all the songs. All the songs are good. And I love this album. This is either my favorite or my second favorite Young Lean album, depending on my mood. And I don't know, this album's so good. Like, normally I kind of feel like Young Lean like sings a bit more than he raps, kind of because of the like dreamy cloud rap stuff he does. But this is a lot more. This is kind of a lot more of a more typical rapping style he does on this, and you realize that he's actually like really really good at rapping and going hard. And that's not to say I don't like his other stuff that's more dreamy, kind of manic pixie boy, but this is a really really good album. Um, Highway Patrol is great. Fantasy's great. Immortal's great. Just every song on here is great. Pearl Fountain on the deluxe version featuring Black Cray, who's another famous cloud rap artist, and Bladee is probably my favorite song on the album, but it's hard because every song on here is really good. If you're like not as much into cloud rap, maybe you could check out The Warlord and you like it. I don't know. It's pretty good. So this is Rip Blade. This is a really short 4-song EP by Bladee, but every song on here is good. So I think I'm gonna put it like at the top of C tier, because even though it's short, everything on it's good. I like the style of it. Oh yeah, I'm also skipping Ever Since for now. You'll see why towards the end of this list. But cause I was going in chronological order, but I'm skipping his second album, Blade's second album, Ever Since for now. The next one is another EP with Bladee and Tyboy Digital called AVP. I was never that into this one. I do like the old Bladee style, but I don't know. I've listened to it a couple times now, and I do like it more than I used to. But yeah. I think I'll put it there. I might move this around. The ones in C tier, it's kind of hard to tell how I feel about, because Unknown Death being so low feels kind of wrong, even though I don't like it that much. I think I'll do this just in terms of importance, because like even though I don't enjoy these as much, they have more content to offer, and they're, at least Unknown Death is pretty important because that was Lean's first album. But yeah, next one is a Young Lean EP called Frost God, and this is actually a pretty good EP. I think it's kind of underrated. For a long time, I only really liked Tennessee and Sailor Moon, which is one of my favorite Young Lean songs, and it's a really really good love song. It features Bladee, but I listened to it again recently, and it's not a bad EP at all. Most of the songs are good. I think I'll put it. I think I'll put it above Rip Bladee. It's pretty good. I think it's underrated. It actually features a feature from ASAP Ferg from ASAP Mob, and ASAP Mob is a really famous cloud rap group started by ASAP Rocky, and I never knew that they worked together until I re-listened to this album, so that's kind of cool. So good EP, kind of underrated, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, next one. This is the first one from Young Lean's side project, Jonatan Lean Doer 96. It's called that because his real name is actually Jonatan Lean Doer, and that's where Young Lean comes from. I always thought it was because of the drug, but his last name is actually Lean Doer, which is kind of funny. So he just put 96 at the end of his real name. And this project is different from his normal stuff. It's kind of a more alt rock style, but I do like it a lot, and I think it's pretty underrated. This one here, I forgot to say the name, Psychopath Ballads. It's pretty good, but it's not my favorite Jonatan Lindor album. I think I'll put it at the bottom of A tier. Pretty good. Okay, the next one is SOS, which is an EP by Tyboy. Yeah, short little 4-song EP, but it's pretty good. I think it's pretty underrated. I'll put it here. Just the fact that it's so short is what's holding it back. Cause it's pretty good. I like it a lot. The next one is the second Drain Gang collaboration album, and it's a lot better than Gravity Boys. It's also the first one that's actually on streaming services, and this is one of my favorite albums of all time. Every member gets a chance to shine on it. Yeah, every member gets a chance to shine on it, and they all have good solo songs on this and good songs together. No Life by Bladee is really good. No Life Left by Bladee is really good. Black Boy by Ecco2k is really good. First Crush with Bladee, Ecco2k, and Young Lean is really good. Numb/Beverly Hills by Bladee is really good. Cinderella with Bladee and Ecco2k is really good. Wrong and Can't Trust by Tyboy are really good. Yeah, basically everything on here is really good. I was just going through listening all the songs, but it's a really good album. So it's going in S tier. Okay, so the next one is Stranger, which is Young Lean's third album. It's pretty good. I was never that crazy about this album. Red Bottom Sky is a really popular song from it that I like a lot, but the rest of it just never really stuck with me that much. I think I'll put it above Unknown Death. It's not bad at all. I probably just need to listen to it more, but it's never really stuck with me that much. Red Bottom Sky is a really good song, though, that I recommend you check out. Okay. Next one is a really good one. Working on Dying by Bladee. The first couple times I listened to this, I didn't like it that much, and I thought it was too short, but this is an amazing album. I kind of feel like it's Blade's version of Warlord, where he's just rapping and going hard. Rapping and going hard on it. Every song on it is really good. It's called Working on Dying because it was produced by Working on Dying, which is another group that's pretty famous in the rap scene. Yeah, I recommend you check this one out. It has a really cool like badass vibe to it. Blade's going hard on it. One of my favorites. Okay, so this next one is Plastic Surgery EP. Three song EP. The songs on this are pretty good. Again, they're just so short. I'll just put it in here because it's not really fair to compare it to like full length albums. But Plastic Surgery is a good song. Doorman's a good song. It Sucks. I don't really remember well the third song that's on here, but yeah, it's an okay EP. This next one is Blue Summer, which is an album by Wosum, who's a producer who worked with Drain Gang and Sadboys in the past before. I don't really remember what he produced for them, but this album is produced by him, and it has a lot of Drain Gang members and Young Lean on the songs. And I don't remember a lot of the songs well, but I do remember liking most of the songs on this. And even the ones that don't have Drain Gang or Sadboys members on it are pretty decent. I don't know where to put this, I think I will, since nothing's in B tier, I think I'll do this. I feel like Strangers is too low. Yeah, I think that's fine. For now. It's hard not to get unsure of myself on this list and move things around a lot, but I think that's fine for now. The next one is a really, really popular one. Other than Ice Dancers, this is probably Blade's most popular album, Red Light. I do like this album a lot, but not as much as I used to, because since it's one of the most popular ones, it's one of the first things that I listened to a lot when I was getting into Blade, and I kind of got sick of it. And I also think it's kind of overrated on how popular it is, but I do think it's a really good album. Golden Boy is really good. Westfield's really good. Fake News is really good. Steve Jobs and Obedient are really, really good songs. Thing You Do, Night Just Do It, Papa Matt. Basically every song on here is good. But it's just not one of my favorites. Do that, actually. Now that I think about it, these aren't good enough for B tier. So yeah, I'm gonna keep Red Light in B tier. And the next one is Ice Dancers, which is probably Blade's most popular album. Again, I feel kind of the same way towards Red Light. Really good, but a little bit overrated. I'm not sure if I like it more than Red Light or not. I think I do, but these are pretty close in my mind. This is one of the first things that you'll probably hear when you learn about Blade. It has Be Nice to Me, which is a really good song, and also definitely his most popular song of all time. Malhor Freestyle is really good. Smart Water's really good. Side by Side with Thai Boy Digital is really good. But good album. I just think it's a little bit overrated. He has better stuff, but these two are pretty decent. Red Light and Ice Dancer to check out when you're first getting into Blade, because they're a little bit more approachable than some of his other stuff. Okay, this next one is a really good. This is the second Jonatan Lindor 96 album, Nectar. And it's also my favorite Jonatan Lindor album. Very, very good. I just love the vibe that this has. It has a kind of somber, like I said, alt rock kind of vibe. Razor Love is really good. Porcelain, Wooden Girl. I don't know. I just love this album. This is my favorite Jonatan Lindor album, and I think it's really, really underrated. If you're a Young Lean fan and you haven't checked Jonatan Lindor out, especially go check out Nectar. It's really good. Okay, next one is Poison Ivy by Young Lean. I like this album quite a bit. I think it's kind of underrated, honestly, compared to some other Young Lean albums. Happy Feet is good. Friday the 13th is good. Silicone Wings is good. Rope Man is good. Bender Girlfriend is really good. I don't know. I like Poison Ivy a lot. I think it's kind of underrated. I'm gonna put it in B tier though, because it's not as good as the ones in A tier. I don't think, but it's a really good album. Yeah, it's a really good album, but just kind of underrated. And this one is Trash Island, which is the third and final Drain Gang collaboration album, and this is also a really, really good album. I don't know if I like it more or less than D&G, because it's really good, but whereas on the other one I said that they all kind of get a chance to shine, this one, Ecco2k really steals the show, and the best songs like Western Union and One by One have him in spotlight, but the other songs on here aren't bad. Yeah, I think that's fine where it is right now. It's a really, really good album. And I think they should make another collaboration album soon. The single that they made, TLDR, with all three of them on it, would be really good. Was really good. I think they should do another collaboration album because it's been a really long time. But both of these are really good. Next one is another short little EP. This one is only 2 songs. I like these 2 songs, but again, it's just not fair to rank these against the full-length album, so I'm going to put that right under Lavender, because Lavender is more important and it has more songs. Yeah, not bad, but just, it's 2 songs going up against full-length albums. This next one is another 2-song EP. Let me pull it up. So it's called Total Eclipse. It has 2 Cups, which is a song that I like, and Smirnoff Ice, which I really, really like, but again, it's so short. I'm going to put it down here. But especially Smirnoff Ice is a really, really good song that I think is underrated. Next one is Legendary Member, Tyboy Digital's 3rd album, which is pretty good. I don't like it as much as Tiger or even his 3rd album, or I guess it'd be 4th. I forgot about Lord of the Jewels, but Drain Star Rock is good. Kiss Me Through the Scope is good, but the rest of it is kind of forgetful. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's not a bad album at all. I recommend you check it out. But probably, other than Lord of the Jewels, my least favorite Tyboy album. Okay, next one is a really big one. This is Ecco2k's first and unfortunately only full-length album as of recording this. I don't like this quite as much as everyone does, but it's still really, really good. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I don't know. It's probably better than Glue. Yeah, I think Ecco2k is easily the most talented member of Drain Gang, but he's the one with the least amount of music because he only has 1 full-length album and an EP I'm going to talk about later, but I don't know. He needs to release more music because it's really good. It's kind of more poppy. It's not really cloud rap, but I think that works really well because Ecco2k has a really, really beautiful singing voice. The most popular song off this is obviously Peroxide, which is a really good song. It talks about like racism and his experience being a black man in Sweden, which is obviously mostly white people in Sweden. So yeah, but every song on here is great. I think I like Glue a little bit more though, but I'll keep that in A tier. Yeah, that's great. Great album. Next one is Exter. So even after listening to this a couple more times, I was never really crazy about this album. I'm like still not crazy about this. It's a good album. I like Merry Go Round. Um but I might even put this in C, honestly. It's a good album, but and I think it's pretty important for Blade's progression, but I like 333 and Crest a lot more. I feel like they do the style this album was going for a lot better. Yeah. It's not a terrible album, but I was just never that crazy about it. Okay, so the next one is a really big one. This is my other favorite Young Lean album. I think this is really really underrated, and I think that this is his best like kind of dreamy trippier album. And not enough people talk about this album. Since it came out, it's been pretty underrated. Yayo is really good. That actually at one point featured Playboy Cardi, who's a really big, well-known rapper, but they removed it from the streaming version, and it's only on vinyl. But Boy Life in EU is really good. Dance in the Dark, Out of My Head, Acid at 7-Eleven, the title track, Stars. Pikachu is really good. I think this album's really, really underrated. I'm gonna move S around though. I think that's fine. But yeah, Stars is really, really good. It's really, really underrated, and I wish more people would talk about it. Depending on my mood, whether I want something more like hard, fast rapping, or like more soft, kind of singing, dreamy, young lean. My favorite swaps. It's hard. It's hard for me to pick between these two because they're two different vibes, but they're both really really good albums. Okay. The next one is 333 by Blade, which is a really really good album. This is his first, well, other than Extra, which I said I didn't like as much as this one. It's his first kind of album on this more trippy kind of psychedelic vibe. If you look at the cover with all the colors and stuff on it, you can definitely see the kind of vibe that it's going for. I really like this album. I've always liked this album. Wings in Motion is really good. Don't Worry is really good. Keys to the City is really good. Hero My Style, 100s, Mean Girls, Innocent of All Things, Reality Surf, which is the big single from this album. It has a cool music video. Yeah, it's a really really good album. Sorry, I keep moving stuff. Yeah, it's really really good. I like it a lot. Very trippy, kind of psychedelic vibe. So this next one is from Tyboy Digital's side project called DJ Billy Bool, which is kind of it's pretty fun. It's kind of like as the name would suggest, kind of like a DJ EDM style dance project thing. It's pretty fun. I think I like it more than Legendary Member, honestly. That might be kind of controversial, but it's just pretty fun. It's a fun project. Hopefully he does more albums. More DJ Billy Bool albums. I think it's fun. Okay, so this next one is a pretty universally disliked Blade album called Good Luck. And like with Warlords, I'm just gonna skip over the deluxe version. But Yeah, he kind of tries to go for a more like mainstreamy poppy tone on this one, and I just really don't think it works. Honestly, I like drama and rainbow, but that's pretty much it. Um, the deluxe version does have some cool collaborations like Charlie EXE and Salem, but the Charlie EXE version of drama I think is worse than the normal version, and the Salem song sucks. It like the remix that they did sucks, which sucks because Salem, if you don't know who they are, they created Witch House, which is a really popular like gothic EDM genre, and I'm really big fans of them. So it's really cool that they worked with Blade, but it would be cooler if the song was actually good, which it's not. So yeah, I don't like Grace or Good Luck. And a lot of people seem not to. So not a very hot take. A lot of people don't like Good Luck. Um, so this next one is another Jonatan Leindoor album called Bloodhoundar and Lullabies. And I don't know what it is about this album. I normally love the Jonatan Leindoor projects, but I was just never I could never really get into this one. Maybe I need to listen to it more, but I've listened to it a couple of times and it's just never really clicked for me. So I think it's the worst Jonatan Leindoor album. I'm gonna put it. Um, it's probably better than Lord of the Jewels. I don't know what it is about it. I love all the other Jonatan Leindoor albums, but I could just never get into that one. Okay, so the next one is a really great one. This is going to be pretty controversial, my take on this, but PXE is an EP by Ecco2k, and it only has 5 songs, but I fucking love this thing. And I know I put a lot of things on here low for being short compared to these full length albums, but I honestly like this album more, or this EP more than E, even though E is really good. And I feel like if this was a full length album in this style, um, people would agree with me because PXE or Pixie, just the style on it is really good. Every song is good. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Yeah, I love PXE. And the hidden track for it that came on the DVD you can find on YouTube is also really good. I wish he just included it on streaming since it's such a short EP. E also has a hidden track that's good too. That's also on YouTube. But yeah, I know it's kind of going against what I said. How it's not, you can't compare an EP to full length albums, but that's just my favorite thing Ecco2k has done. So I feel like it has to go in S tier. Even though E is probably objectively better, it's my list, so it's going up in S tier. The next one is a really good one. The Fool by Bladee. This is a really fun album, and it's one of the first Bladee albums other than Red Light and Ice Dancer that I really got into, because when I was getting into Bladee, it was around 2021 when this was coming out. Hotel Breakfast and Ego Baby are really good. Trendy is probably my favorite song on here. Let's Ride is also pretty good. It's a really fun album, but it's just the kind of thing with Red Light and Ice Dancer where I listened to it too much when I was first getting into Bladee and I got sick of it. And I think there's other things on here that are better. So yeah, good album. I think it's a good entry point too for Bladee. It's a lot more approachable than some of his other albums. But yeah, really good album, but not one of my favorites anymore. So this next one is kind of a side thing. So producer Good from Sadboys produced an album called Foreign Exchange for this rapper RX Poppy. I'm not really a huge fan of RX Poppy. I don't know that much about him, but I did listen to this album and he does do a good job on it, and Good's production is good. Um but it just doesn't really compare to most of the other stuff on here. I guess it's better than Grace. I probably like Gravity Boys more. It's a good album. But you know, I just like this other like mainline Sad Boys and Drain Gang stuff more. Okay, so the next album on here is Crest, and I feel like Crest is where the kind of trippy style that Blade was creating on Extra and 333 really fully comes together and makes something unique. I still like 333 a little bit more, but it's a really unique and interesting style. Also, I forgot to mention that this is a Blade and Ecco2k collaboration, so they're both on it. But I like every song on here. So it's going up into S. Little side tangent: when that album released, I was on ketamine, and since it's such a trippy album, it always makes me think of that. But yeah, great album. Every single song on there is good, so it's going up into S tier. So this next one is Stardust by Young Lean, and now this isn't one of my favorites. He kind of goes for a more mainstream poppy style, but it's still not bad at all. I actually think it's a little bit underrated. Um, I think I'll. Hmm. I think I'll throw it up into there and B tier. Bliss is really good. Stars to the Rainbow is really good. This is also actually the first time that Dream Gang and Sad Boys collaborated with Skrillex, which was pretty hype at the time. Um, Summertime Blood, which is my favorite song on here, was produced by Skrillex, and it has Young Lean Blade and Ecco2k on it. Ecco2k does the chorus, and it's really good. But also, I kind of prefer Real Spring for Train Gang, Skrillex collaborations, but it's not bad. Um, Middle of the road album. There's some really good stuff on it, but it's not like super inventive, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next one is Spider, and when this came out, I hated it, and I still am not crazy about it now. I like it more than I used to, but a lot more than I used to. Like, it's a good album, but I don't know. I just don't like the style that he's going for on this album. It's definitely better than like these. Yeah, it's definitely better than like. I'll put it like there. Also, I feel like this should be lower because it's only 3 songs. But yeah, I just can never get into Spider. The fact that the album cover is so ugly doesn't help either. I think. I know it's supposed to be like a Jewish golem, but it just looks gross. But it's funny though because I hate that album cover, but it's also one of the only Blade shirts I have, or like the only Blade shirt that I have is this. I do have a PXE shirt though, which is cool, but I don't know. I respect it more than I used to. There's definitely some good songs on here, like "It's Okay to Not Be Okay," "Understatement," "Blue Crush Angel," "Dream Story," "Velociraptor." There's a lot of good songs on it, but it's just he has a lot better stuff. Um, yeah, he has a lot better stuff. So this next one is Thai Boy Digital's uh most recent album. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It's called Back to Life. This one is really good, and honestly, I think it's like pretty underrated in terms of Tideboy digital stuff. Most people seem to like Legendary Member better. I do like Tiger better, but a lot of people say it's like his worst one, but I think it's really, really good. And easily my second favorite Tideboy digital album. Dream World is really good. Back to Life is really good. True Love with Young Lean is really good. The Kingdom and 3-Star Reunite is really good. Mr. CEO is really good. I think it's really underrated. If you've never heard it before, check it out. It's a really good album. So this next one is actually by producer White Armor, who I mentioned before. And it's just an instrumental album. It's just him with some instrumental stuff. It's okay. Like, it is a pretty good album. Like I said, White Armor is my favorite producer, but it doesn't really compare to a lot of the main Drain Gang, Sadboys stuff. So I think I'll... where should I put it? Yeah, well, it's definitely better than, like, Good Luck or Gravity Boys and stuff like that. So I'll put it right under Spider. This next one is another good project, but this time it's just him. I think he's even doing the vocals on this. It's called Rooster. The project's called Rooster, and the album is called Debut 1. I've only listened to this a couple times, but it's not terrible, but it's compared to most of the other drinking Sad Boy stuff, I'm not really that crazy about it. I think I'll put it, I guess I'll put it right under Foreign Exchange, because that fits. Yeah. This is another 2-song EP by, this one's by Young Lean. It has Lazy Summer Day and Chinese Restaurant. They're both okay songs, but not really crazy about them. I'm probably going to put it at the bottom of D tier. So this is the most recent Jonatan Lean album, and I think it's really good. It's my second favorite Jonatan Lean album. It's called Sugar World. The title track is good. Blue Light is really good. Nightmare Amusement Park. Yeah, it's really good. I definitely like it more than Psychopath Ballads. It's my second favorite Jonatan Lean album, so I'll put it right there. Okay, so this is another two song EP. This one's by Bladee. I think it's called Requiem. Let me see. And the songs are Requiem and Obsessed with Death. This one's pretty good for a 2-song EP. I like Obsessed with Death a lot. So I guess I'll put it here. But you know, these 2-song EPs, like I said, I don't know if they should have been included on this template, but so one more 2-song EP, Victorious and Bullets, featuring, it's both Young Lean and Bladee together. This one's also pretty good for a 2-song EP. So I'll put it like, I think I like it a little bit more than Requiem. Yeah, but you know, it's only 2 songs. What can you do? So this is the second most recent thing. This is Psychos. Let me see how many songs it is. It's a little short EP with Bladee and Young Lean. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is more than I thought, actually. Song EP. And honestly, the way I would explain this is it's like a Jonatan Lean album featuring Bladee, because it's more of a kind of alt rock vibe like Jonatan Lean is. Yeah, it's not terrible at all. In fact, it's pretty good. But like, I like every song on it, but I don't know. I just feel like there's better stuff. And like these ones I have in B tier, like these are more classic. So I'll put it right above DJ Billy Bull, I guess. It's not bad at all. It's actually pretty good. If you like Jonatan Lindor, I think you'll like it. Because it just feels like Jonatan Lindor featuring Blade, but it's not bad at all. And this next one is Blade's most recent album, Cold Visions. And now when this first came out, I kind of didn't like it. I had trouble finishing it all the way through. But the more I've listened to it, I appreciate it a lot more. It's still not one of my like all-time favorites, but it is pretty good. Yeah, it's just the middle on this kind of drags, and it's kind of weird because he's working with people from the like Filthy, like who's part of Working with Dying, that kind of clique. So he's kind of doing that kind of style of rapping, but with his more modern like kind of production from like stuff like Spider. And it's not terrible. I actually like it a lot more the more I listen to it, but I don't know. I think I'm going to put it right under Ice Dancers because these three are more classic and I think probably better. Yeah, that's a fine spot for it. I like it a lot more than I used to. It's not a bad album at all. And the last thing the main thing I'm going to be covering is Ever Since. This is only Blade's second album that he ever released, but it's my all-time favorite Drain Gang Sadboys thing. A reason I shouted out White Armor as my favorite producer is because he produced Ever Since, and his production on this is so good. It's just amazing, and Blade's lyrics and vocals on this are really good too. This is kind of like Blade's depression album. It has a really dark, eerie vibe, but it's not like some depressing albums where like it's so depressing that you can't put it on because it completely kills your mood. It has a really good balance. Who Goes There is amazing intro. So What is really good. It has Ecco2k, and I kind of wish we got more Ecco2k on these older Blade albums because he works really well on this old style. Love Note is my favorite like Blade song, and probably better than all the other songs on these albums. Like, it's probably my favorite song of all time. Missing Person is really good. Romeo is really good. Romeo is where it starts to slow down a bit as it gets more depressed, but X'd Out is really where it gets more depressing. I like the line on X'd Out where he's like, "Your friends talk behind your back." Like they said they don't fuck with you. I didn't even ask. I like that line a lot. And then Sick is really good. Rip is really good. Blood Veil Stillborn's really good. Sugar is really good. I actually listened to Sugar a lot before I listened to Ever Since all the way through. That's a pretty good song. Risk Cry is pretty gnarly, but it's still a really good song. And Skin is a really, really good depressing outro. And Ever Since isn't just my favorite Drain Gang Sadboys album. It's my favorite album like of all time from any artist. So it just has to be at top. Yeah, it's great. I don't know if I'd recommend it as like a starter to get into Blade because it is more depressing and kind of more experimental. I'd probably recommend these three and be the full Red Light or Ice Dancer if you want to get into Blade. But amazing album. White Armor is easily the best producer that's ever worked with any of these guys. Yeah, really, really good. These two down here, I just wanted to mention briefly. This is another Young Lean project called Dude Mark. I feel like if you like Jonatan Lingdoer, you might like these because it's another alt rock kind of thing. But the reason I'm not covering these is because they're done in Swedish, and I don't know Swedish, so even if I listened to these all the way through, unless I like had translations up the whole time, I wouldn't really pick up a lot of the meaning on it. So I'm gonna leave them off the list. And the rest of these are just like singles that I didn't feel like re-listening to, I think, for the most part. So I covered all the main important stuff on here. Let me go through one more time and make sure that I have everything ranked the way I want it to. Okay, so off camera, I did some thinking and I moved a couple things around. I had Legendary Member too high because there's only 2 songs I really like on it, so I moved it down. And I feel like I was too mean to Spider. I had it too low. Because there's some good songs on it, even though I don't really like the style of it. I moved it up to the bottom of B tier. I think that's the... Oh, and I moved Blue Summer over Extra. But let's just go through this one more time. Favorite one, top of S's ever since. There's another point I wanted to make that I didn't make in the original recording, is that after like Glue, Bladee was working on another album called Rain World, and he got a bunch of songs for it done, and he got to the point where he even released Rain World merch that a bunch of people bought, but he scrapped it and made Ever Since again, and a lot of people are really upset that he scrapped Rain World and it never came out, but the reason he scrapped it is because he made Ever Since, so I think that's a worthy trade in my opinion. I wouldn't want to live in the world where Rain World came out and Ever Since didn't. I just thought that was interesting. I want to mention that. And then so after that are my 2 favorite Young Lean albums, Stars, Warlord, then Trash Island, 333, DNG, Working on Dying, Tiger, Crest, Nectar, PXE. In A tier we have Glue, E, Back to Life, Unknown Memory, Sugar World, and Psychopath Ballads. And then in B we have The Fool, Red Light, Ice Dancer, Cold Vision, Stardust, Psychos, the DJ Billy Bull, I don't remember what that's called, but that's DJ Billy Bull's album, Poison Ivy, and Spider. And then Strangers, Unknown Memory, Legendary Members, Blue Summer, Exter, AVP, Frost God, Rip Blade, SOS, Songs for Weddings by White Armor, Gravity Boys compilation, Foreign Exchange, Rooster debut, Good Luck, Bloodhound R and Lullabies, and Lord of the Jewels, and then some really short EPs in D, but everything else was in C. So, yeah, that's the final ranking on everything. Thank you for watching. I might do more tier lists and more music-related stuff in the future, but I'll work on the next trip report video soon here. So, thanks for watching all the way through, and have a good day. See you in the next video.